Okay, I'm starting off with my e.l.f. BB cream, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face, and then I will blend it in with my dampened beauty blender. I'm just dabbing that all into my skin, and then I needed a little bit more coverage, so I'm just dotting a little bit on the places I wanted some more coverage and blending that in with my beauty blender again. And then I'm taking and dropping my Age Rewind concealer and putting that all under my eyes and blending it in with my beauty blender. And then my glamoflauge concealer by Hard Candy, I'm going to use that to brighten up under my eyes because the other one isn't very brightening. And blend it in with the beauty blender again. And then I'm taking my NYX concealer and I'm dabbing the beauty blender right into that and concealing any blemishes or dark spots I have around my face. And any products you are curious about or shades will be in the description box. Now I'm using my L'Oreal True Match Mineral Powder to set my under eye area. And then I don't know what happened to the clip where I contoured, but I used the e.l.f. contour palette to do that. And I'm now going to use the e.l.f. blush palette and put some blush on my cheeks. And I'm just using that top shade there. And I just did the same thing on both sides. And I am using the e.l.f. blush in Pinktastic to highlight. And then I realized I forgot to contour my nose, and that's the e.l.f. contour palette, and I'm just using that bottom shade to contour my nose a little bit. And then I'm just going to use my fingers to make sure it's all blended out good. And then after that, I'm just taking my big fluffy brush and I'm blending out the white line that I had on my face. That was just to chisel out my cheekbones a little bit. And now I am going to fill in my eyebrows with my Build-A-Brow, I think is what it's called. It'll be listed in the description. And I pretty much just outline them and fill them in. And I do the same thing for both of them. I'm sorry that it's not very center of the camera. I was looking at my mirror. And then I will take the other little brush side and just comb through and make sure all the product is evenly distributed. And then I just make sure there's no harsh lines around because I like for it to be very faded and look very natural. And then I'm going to take a spoolie and just brush through them. And then I'm taking my Maybelline Build-A-Brow, maybe, and I'm going to just fill them in with that just to make sure they're very set and add a little bit of a different color. And then I will take this white eyeliner from Rimmile, and you can use like a white crayon type shadow stick or something. I just didn't have one. And I'm just putting that all over my lid and blending it out with my fingers to add a bit of a base and make the colors pop more. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and then my favorite part is this Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, but then I remembered first I need to put a neutral crease color in. And so I'm using my Naked Basics palette. I'm just taking those two shades and mixing them and putting them in my crease. Make sure that's really blended and just sloppily put it in there pretty much, because it'll be covered up anyway. Okay. And now I'm just taking a little sponge tip applicator, I can't talk, and grabbing that yellow shade and putting it on the inner part of my eye mostly. And just making sure that colors the pigmentation I want it. And doing the same for both eyes. And I'm putting that kind of underneath my eye in the inner corner as well. Okay, and then I'm going to grab that orange shade and put that on the outer part of my eye and up into the crease. And I'm putting that all the way to the inner part of the crease, not just the outer crease portion. And then I'm just blending, and since that makes a lot of the pigment fade, I will be going back and making it pop again, because I want it very bright. If you don't want it as vibrant, then you can just leave it where you blended some of the powders away. And I'm just using that blending brush to add some color because it makes it not all fall out whenever you blend it away. And I am also going to be putting these underneath my eye. With this little brush. Just like a little pencil brush or anything you feel comfortable with. You're going to put the colors even with how you have them on the top of the eyelid. And then you're just going to blend that out as well. And make sure it isn't too harsh. And then I wanted to add a little bit of this pink shade. You don't have to, I just felt like it. So I did. And I'm just using that blending brush so it's not too much of a pink color. It blends in with the orange very well. And then I'm just making sure all of my shades are how I want them to look. And then I'm going to curl my lashes. And also I put a white liner in my bottom waterline. And then I'm using this Avon black eyeliner to tightline my upper lash line. And then I'm using Jordana fabuliner to give a thin wing on the upper lash line. And I didn't do very good at getting this on camera, so if you want me to make a separate video for that, I will. And then I'm using Clinique's lash doubling mascara, I believe. And I'm just putting 2 coats of that on top and bottom. lashes, because I like my lashes very voluminous. Yep, lots of mascara. And I went in with a Q-tip afterwards and got the mascara off of my lid and under my eye. And now I am using this Wet n Wild lipstick, and I don't remember the shade, so I will have it in the description box, but it is an corally orange shade. It looks more pink on camera though. And I'm just kind of blending that away with my finger a little bit, and then I'm using another lipstick. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's a Maybelline
L'Oreal
balm lipstick. And that is the final look. I hope you like it.